Hi there. Welcome to Coast Cinema. My name is Aaron, and today we're doing a kind of a quick, shorter video. We're doing a Boxing Day Blu Ray haul. I got a couple books as well. But hey there, William, welcome, man. Um, I want to start with a couple things, and I went in specifically to Sunrise today to get some cool pickups. I gotta give a shout out to Sunrise for being so amazing, and Sean there for helping out. Every time I go in there, there's such a cool store, and I always find cool stuff there. So you guys ready to see what I got? This is where it gets. Hey there, Alan. It gets it gets kind of cool. So what I did today was, hey there, Twisted Man, welcome. What I wanted to do was focus on what I'm doing for the new year. So what I try to do every year for my collecting, and obviously my collecting is different now because I can only collect a couple times a year, like actually go into a store and get it or take part in sales and such. I'm trying to focus on things that really bring me joy and things that connect, some things that I really want in my collection. Um, I've gotten to the point of like really wanting to curate exactly what I want and just have fun with it. And hopefully that's what you're doing too, no matter how you're collecting, whether you love the movies, the features, the slips. I mean, they have right. It is, the price has gone up and the coupon's gone down. So I get it. I mean, I do. I don't subscribe. Uh, and for me, I probably wouldn't in the near future, just because it's not right there where I'm at right now. I don't think you would. Maybe you would. I don't know. We'll see what we got. So let's start off the Screen Factory stuff first, because these two are very important to me. So these two are actually the very first from this company that I ever saw. Before I saw all the popular ones, before I saw all the famous ones, pre VHS. So think about pre VHS, guys. We when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Um, we had CBC late night, and we had one channel. And late night, they would put on like movies, and usually once or twice a year, they put on horror movies. They put on a whole bunch of Universal, put on a whole bunch of Hammer, and they'd be on late at night, and they were never the ones you usually did. Uh, to be fair, I don't know. I think this, at least the 7 4Ks, you're getting the soundtrack, and a lot of times it might be a little bit more worth it, rather than like just to sub into like one company. But that's just me, right? So these are the very two first Hammer films I ever saw. They weren't Dracula films. They weren't monster films. They were literally, they were thrillers. They were psychological thrillers. Well, one's kind of a monster film. It's a Jack the Ripper-esque kind of twisted one, and that is Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. So there's a couple reasons I got this. One of the reasons is because this is the very first Hammer movie that I ever saw. And two, this is going in a print. So for those that don't know, if you go into Shout Factory's website, go into the Screen Factory going in a print section, this is listed there as one of the titles that's going on print. And you might wonder, okay, well, I can just get the Studio Canal version. Well, you can, but you're missing out on some stuff when it comes to that. See, the Studio Canal version is missing some features. This is the newer print, and they have features on here that are exclusive to this here disc. Oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe to all that jazzy stuff. If you want to super chat, super sticker, donate, it's much appreciated. Either way, just enjoy your time here, and let's have fun. So this has I'll tell the older features first. So it's got Lady Killer inside Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde, which was on the Studio Canal version. There's an auto commentary with star Martine Beswick, director Roy Ward Baker, and co-writer, co-producer Brian Clemens. It's moderated by Hammer film historian Marcus Hearn. A theatrical trailer and radio spots. That was there before. What wasn't there before is a brand new interview with Martine Beswick. So I'm super stoked to see that on here. And a new audio commentary by author, film historian Bruce G. Hallenbach, who does really good commentaries, especially for things like Hammer. They're very detail. So here we go. We can see the back here. And it has stars Ralph Bates as Dr. Jekyll and Martine Beswick as Sister Hyde. And what's really cool, it has a reversible cover, which I did not expect. To a new audience, this new title, it's won the 10-part label of it. I don't know. I mean, I was kind of hoping usually Malcolm's here, and we get into this type of stuff. It is right there, the cover for the original cover for Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. But I think it's later in London, so in England. But I got to get him on here again soon. I'll get you in here too, Jason, sometime soon. I got to get Maddie in here. Got a whole lot of stuff we got to do. But as you can see, there's the Scream Factory edition right here. I think is definitely the ultimate edition of this to pick up at this point anyway. Would I, could I see like a 4K coming? Not from Scream Factory because I think they lost the rights. But from another company, yeah, maybe down the road. But I think, for Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde, this is probably the best that I'm going to need for that release. The other film that I saw back in the day that really left kind of a scar on my in my head was this one here, Straight into Morning. So obviously Straight into Morning kind of refers to Peter Pan, if you've ever read the book or saw the Disney cartoon. And this stars Shane Bryant, who's really good for this role because he has a very kind of like a very young, very boyish type of face, a very Peter Pan-esque look for the character. An unusual choice with Rita Tushingham in this role, but she's really, really good. And if you've never seen this is a highly psychological thriller. Feature-wise, before was Dream Lover and Straight into Morning. There was an audio commentary with actress Rita Tushingham and journalist Danton Southcott, a theatrical trailer. But brand new to this is a brand new interview with film historian Kim Newman, which I absolutely adore. Now, this one does not have alternate artwork, but we can see there's some stuff on the inside that is really, really good. Now, one thing I was missing out on a lot was I wanted to get some more martial arts into my collection, but martial arts that I really enjoyed. Now, I got my better half the first volume of that Shawscope set, shortly after it came out from Arrow Video. But I want to get some stuff that we could watch together. Yeah, I know, network is just sad, man. And so I remember this. So for a lot of people, Jackie Chan is probably best remembered for After Rumble in the Bronx. And for me, some of this earlier stuff is some of the first Jackie Chan stuff that I saw. Theater that I used to go to. They didn't get in a lot of the new movies, but they would get in Jackie Chan stuff. They get in like Jallos and stuff like that. As opposed to the newer stuff. So this has some of the earlier stuff that I saw initially. The films that are on here, and I'll open it up. It's got one of the box sets, kind of like the Doctor Who sets have. If you've seen those. This is volume 1. There is a second volume out as well that I really want because it's got Wheels on Meals in it. And it's got the Armor of the Gods ones. So this is 1976 to 1982. It includes an 85-minute long documentary, The Golden Boy Harvesting a Major New Martial Arts Maverick, about the early years of Jackie Chan and the films that he was in, by stuff purely based on Newman's participation. That's actually a good thing because doesn't Kim Newman, whenever he's in something, whether it be a commentary or an interview, doesn't he always make it better? So I'll show you here. So we start off with probably my least favorite, but it'll be interesting because I like Jimmy Wang Yu, is The Killer Meteors. And that starts Jimmy Wang Yu. I think Jackie Chan's the bad guy in this one. It's been a while since I've seen it. Shaolin Wooden Man, which I really do like. Kill with Intrigue, probably the lesser one in the set. Snake and Crane Arts of Shaolin, really good one. This 5 as the Dragon Fist. I'd have to look back, actually. Battle Creek Brawl. Maybe this is Rumble in New York. So Battle Creek Brawl. My dad remembers this one because it starred an actress that was on Days of Her Life, and she actually did like adult cinema as well. She's the lead star in this one, Kristen DeBell, I think her name is. And Disc 7 has Dragon Lord. And there are commentaries, documentaries, interviews, featurettes on every single disc. This thing is loaded. It is packed full of stuff. And I am excited to have this in my collection. And I hope to come across the second volume sooner rather than later, because I would love to have them both in my collection. I also would love to have the Sonny Chiba one. Unfortunately, the Sonny Chiba one, unlike the Jackie Chan one, has some great movies, but almost nothing when it comes to features except one interview with Sonny Chiba. But for this one right here, I kind of had to grab this. I almost picked up Tiger Cage as well, but I actually went with another one. And you'll see what that one is in a second, actually. Because I really wanted to have this in my collection. And I really wanted this edition because this is a favorite of mine. I think this is a great action film. It was very influential. And it is Super Cop, which is, of course, Police Story 3. If you've never seen this before, you got to see it. It stars Jackie Chan, who, of course, in the other two police stories as well, and Michelle Yeoh. And Michelle Yeoh is fantastic anyway. She is really, really good in this. I think this is the one with the motorcycle jump. So for those that don't remember, Michelle Yeoh does a motorcycle jump onto a train when she didn't know how to ride a motorcycle. That's how intense these guys are. Now, there is a 4K edition of this out there as well. This is not the 4K edition. I got the Blu-ray. I thought the Blu-ray was definitely good enough. Hey, Maddie, welcome, man. But I could not pass this up. See, aside from having the nice hard box, as Stephanie Crawford would say, it passes the knock test. By the way, this is my first video that's actually streaming on Twitter as well, so that's actually kind of cool, right? When we open this up, and there are, I haven't looked at them yet. I'll look at them later. I'm actually wait till I get home, so I better have these. They have like a bunch of postcards on the inside, kind of like art cards. What I really like, it'll always be Twitter, is that you have like these two scenes here, one with Jackie Chan and one with Michelle Yeoh, action scenes. So I really kind of dig that. It's like, stop trying to make fetch a thing, right? It's not going to work. And it comes with a 100-page book. Oh, here it comes a poster too. I didn't realize that. So if you've never seen Police Story 3, it's an excellent action flick, and I'm sure Maddie knows all about this one. Yeah, this is a scene there with the bike. Yep, that's the one, Alan. Now, there actually is a Super Cop 2, by the way, starring Michelle Yeoh. And this is aside from like one or two of the films that are kind of the more humor stuff in that Jackie Chan said, this is exactly the Jackie Chan that most people remember. Let's look at the poster as well. So I'm going to guess this is double-sided. This is a nice size, actually. So on this side, can you see? And over here. I think this is when a lot of us fell in love with like Michelle Yeoh, right? Unless you were lucky enough to see her in some of her early performances. Because Michelle Yeoh did some really, really great stuff early on. Some stuff that really stood out. Some action stuff, some Police Story 1 2 has the most epic stunts. The shopping mall finale is the first one that comes to mind. That's a great one. That's out by Criterion, right, Maddie? I definitely want to pick that up. And the last movie thing that I picked up, hey there, Alvin, welcome, man, is this right here. I had to have this baby. This was the first thing I picked up. I really, really wanted it. In the Line of Duty 1 to 4. So there is, I think, like eight or nine, something like that, of these films. Oh, these are no, well, sort of gleaming. I got I got a gift card from my sister for Christmas, and I went out today to for Boxing Day, and I went to Sunrise Records. I always check out your local brick and mortar stores, by the way, guys. And I picked up some stuff. So I had to have this. Look how gorgeous this is. Look at this set. Look how beautiful this set is. We'll get to what's in a second. Look at that. Look at all these features. So they come in slimline cases. Silverhawk. And the artwork on these are amazing. I'm not even joking. They're amazing. She was in the one with oh god, she was the best part of the movie, by the way. But we start off with Royal Warriors, because In the Line of Duty didn't get called In the Line of Duty until the third film in, actually. Look at this art. And again, we have Michelle Yeoh in this one. Michael Wong is in here. Hiroyuki Sanada is in there as well. Comes with reversible artwork here. There's a new 2K restoration with a 1:85 aspect ratio, new Cantonese mono theatrical mix. There's an alternate mix. There's a 2.1 classic English stub. There's a 5.1 brand new English stub, newly translated English subtitles. This art here is by Sean Longmore, who I'm very impressed with, by the way. Audio commentary by Hong Kong film expert Frank Zhang. Did I pronounce it right? DJENJ. And apparently his commentaries are like money, baby. And missing airplane inserts, Cantonese trailer, English In the Line of Duty titles. So if you open it up here, see, even done like made this is the back here. This is the back here. So they made the back difference as well. Different as well. And I really appreciate when they do that. Okay, you can just kind of see the artwork there on the inside. Tomorrow Never Dies. Thank you. That's the movie she was in. That's the one about the kind of the newspaper magnet, the media magnet. It's trying to make news. The second one was a teaming of Michelle Yeoh and this new up-and-comer that you may have heard of. Yes, Matt. It is Yes, Madam with Cynthia Rothrock. Yes, a young, short-haired Cynthia Rothrock being able to go kind of cut loose and do Cynthia Rothrock stuff, which she unfortunately doesn't always get to do in the North American films that she made. We got, again, Sean Longmore does amazing artwork with this here. There's a new 2K restoration, the Hong Kong cut featuring Cantonese original theatrical mix mono, Cantonese home video mix. We got new 2K restoration of an export version with classic English dub. Well, that's kind of cool. There's two versions of this one on here. Audio commentary again with the Frank Zhang, I'm going to guess. Thanks. Interview with Cynthia Rothrock on here as well. A select scene commentary with Cynthia Rothrock, Frank Zhang, an interview with Mang Ho, archival interview with Michelle Yeoh, and a archival Battling Babes featurette. That should be kind of cool. And Hong Kong trailer. Let's look at the artwork on the inside as well. God, this is a gorgeous set. Why did I not pick this up the first day I came? I could have missed out on this, guys. Next up is Khan, right? Cynthia Khan. Cynthia Khan takes over this series here with Hiroshi Fuji- Fujioka, Stuart Ong, and this is a good one. This is an underrated. This is pretty much a dark horse in the set. And it's in the Line of Duty 3. So this is when Khan takes over. They try to like slow her down with this guy in the movie. So I think it's their uncle, and he tries to kind of slow her down at the beginning of the film. But once this thing starts going, this really goes. Combination of martial arts and gunplay. Oh, by the way, the first one here, this really leans into the gunplay aspect of it too, like and gorgeous gunplay too. We're talking about like the really cool, like the way gunplay should be in films. And we finish off with definitely one of the best, right up there with Yes, Madam, is this one right here, in the Line of Duty 4, and why this has a young Donnie Yen. And Donnie Yen, yeah, anything Donnie Yen's in it automatically becomes better. We get brand new artwork by Sean Longmore. He's a damn good artist, man. Reversible sleeve, of course, we know that. 2K restoration featuring 2.0. New 2K export version of the film. Okay, we got two versions of the film here as well. Audio commentary again. Frank Jang and Michael Worth. There's an archival audio commentary with Stefan Hammond and lead actor Michael Wong. Archival interview with Donnie Yen. That's going to be cool. Hong Kong trailer. And let's look at the interior artwork as well. Let's see what the alternate artwork looks like. I'm going to give this a strong recommendation. If you haven't picked this up yet, like I don't know how long these things last or how they stay in print, go to print. But I'll say right now, pick it up. Just like I got to pick them up off the floor because they slid right off of my phone. This is how you know it's live. All right, but there's more. You get as always when it comes to these fantastic. Yes, Madam is such a good film. This utterly fantastic art. And of course, reverse part here. And of course, they're going to use Yes, Madam. So it's really cool when they include a poster, especially a double-sided poster, into these box sets. So you know what's even cooler, though? Well, they include two. Because that's what they did here. And we get one for Royal Warriors. And we get one for which part? Is this part 4? Or part 2? Part 3? And I love the fact that we get a combination. Hey there, Craig. Well, the third and fourth, I think they kind of because it's the same actress. Like in the third and fourth, it's been a long time since I've seen him, Craig. So I would have to say, I would have to like bow down to the experts when it comes to that type of stuff. Again, that is a hard box, and yes, they've included another 100-page book with this release. Look at this. Some great write-ups, some wonderful pictures here as well. Beautiful Cynthia Khan right there. I think they called her Cynthia Khan was like because of like Cynthia Rothrock and like they combined the names to give her that name. That was an original name. Apparently, it was called Ultra Force 3 somewhere, right? The really cool thing about these films here is that the really upped like the action with these here titles. I guess the best way to put it is that both of these here, all four of these films, were very influential in for martial arts. So not for just for martial arts cinema, for action cinema, just across the board. These came out from I think it was 1986, right? 86 to 90 to 89. So the last one of these four came out the year I graduated, and they very much influenced like action cinema going forward. And if you've never seen these, like, know going in that the first one is not is has martial arts in there as well, but as Craig and Matteo know, just doesn't it, no, I don't think it's so much that. Like they definitely had a like kind of a vision going through. It's like the series is kind of like an it's an action movie. It's a cop series, but the first one was brutal. Like it definitely leans into the gunplay aspect of it. So if you've ever seen a John Woo movie, and you know the brutality and the gunplay of like something like a John Woo film, then In the Line of Duty, We're Our Warriors was the original title of it. So it really becomes a series, like an ongoing series, I'd say, with part three. Um, but that being said, it's been a long time since I've seen it, so I can be wrong on a lot of this stuff. Feel free if you're not watching this live and you know more about these than I do, feel free to correct me in the comment section down below. But I was very excited to get this in my collection. For those that just came, I did lean a bit into the martial arts this time around. I grabbed the In the Line of Duty series. I'm hoping there's going to be a volume 2 for the other 4 films. I grabbed Super Cop because this is one of the films that I fell in love with. And I remember like renting this on VHS and just completely fell in love with Michelle Yeoh like everybody else did. And just being blown away by just how good the action was in this film. This really is a revolutionary film. Just a great piece of cinema. I also grabbed the Jackie Chan collection from 1976 to 1982. It is a 7-disc, 7-film set with alternate cuts of certain films. It has an 85-minute documentary. There's commentaries on every single one of the films. I think there may be more than one commentary on one of these films. And a whole bunch of features on here as well. Interviews with people like Rick Baker, David West, Kristen DeBell, Fred Weintraub, theatrical trailers. Just, every one of these ones have a commentary, whether it's David West, Hong Kong critic, James Mudge, just a whole bunch of stuff on here as well that I definitely would recommend. I also grabbed, for those horror fans out there, not one, but 2 of the now going out of print, soon to be gone, Hammer Scream Factory editions, Straight Into Morning, and the fantastic Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. Both of these, by the way, if you see these in your local store, you don't have these. You have not picked these up yet. These are definitely superior to the Studio Canal versions. There's more features on here. I think the prints are the same as the Studio Canal versions, but the extra features and in the sake of like this one, extra commentary as well, definitely makes these must grabs before they go to print. And my friends, they are going into print right now. But I'm not finished yet because we got a couple more horror related things here, and this time they're readable. First off, I grabbed Eerie Volume 1 for those that are really kind of hardcore horror fans and know the black and white wonderfulness of the Warren publications. That they were 3 main ones: Eerie, Creepy, and of course Vampirella, who of course most people know that one. They had like a lot of kind of black and white stuff in here. So they have like art in here by people like Alex Toth, Steve Ditko, Frank Frazetta, Al Williamson, Gray Morrow. Just a whole ton of stuff. This volume features the ultra rare Eerie 1, which only 200 Ashcan copies were originally printed. Forward by renowned magazine editor, writer, and collector Forrest J. Ackerman. So I'm actually gonna break this open right now because I gotta take this across to Morocco with me when I go. I got a couple of the hardcore, the hardcover editions. Hardcover be a very, very different thing. Hardcover editions of this one here. Let me just grab a pair of scissors. And still didn't work. Two eerie, creepy presents. Bernie Wrightson and Richard Corbin, really great ones, by the way. I have the Alex Toth one for that. So you're watching me open this here for the first time, so you get my reaction because I have not seen the first Eerie volume yet. So here it is, right here. So, have a great night, man. What's great about this is it doesn't just include this is black and white like comic magazine. Why was it in black and white? Because if it was done in color, they would have to censor it. This does have violence, nudity. If you watch the Masters of Horror series, remember the episode Jennifer? Remember that episode? Written by Bruce Jones. Directed by Dario Argento, but the original story is written by Bruce Jones. That's one of these. That's from one of these Eerie books. But it includes all the letters pages, all the original ads. Xbox One for Christmas. Does it play 4K disc? One X? Yes, it does actually. You're she's pretty lucky there. I want to share some of this artwork. So here's the thing. The original issue of Eerie, this is how it came. An ash can edition, black and white cover, which is really, really cool. Look at this. The ad from the original issue is right there. We start out right away with the image of Bluebeard. I'm probably going to be reading some of this tonight. But the first issue was a shorter one. Unlike the later one. See, the second issue of Eerie, we're already into those color covers. Yep. Bernie Wrightson drew it. Bruce Jones wrote it. Twisted as hell, like right. And this one now, you see, this one, like the first issue was a very short. It was an ash can issue, ran like 30 pages, like a regular comic. But that's where it ends for that, because now these Eerie issues go over 70 pages. Get stuff like, is it 70 pages? No, around like 45 pages, something like that for the early ones. So, like right here, we got like art by Reed Crandall, script by Archie Goodwin. If you're a comic fan, you're going to know both those names. Goodwin did a lot of the early like stories on here. I want to show you the different covers. Issue number 3. Look at these beautiful covers, man. Just insanely good painted art. Cover there by Frank Frazetta, of course, for those that are fans of things like heavy metal. Yeah, they really went intense with this stuff here. And just so you can like the letters pages are there. I know that might seem like a lot to some, but if you're like an archivist like myself, then like things like letters pages and ads are going to be like, look at this here. Look at this page. Look at this page right here. Just wonderful, wonderful stuff. Denying Fear. This Steve Ditko art For those who only know Steve Ditko for Spider-Man or stuff like that. Look at that there. Wonderful art from Steve Ditko. It's got the fifth and final cover right here. And they have like the ads. So for those who love like the movies and stuff like that, look at this: Dracula's Dragster, Wolfman's Wolf Wagon, Monster, so you can iron onto your T-shirt. The Magic Lantern throws huge images from movies and books on the wall. I remember having one of those actually. So what did I pick up to go along with Eerie? What's the other book that I had to pick up? Well, I couldn't pick up a volume 1. And no, I didn't pick up Eerie volume 2, because I know that's what you're probably thinking. However, I did pick up a volume 2. I picked up Creepy, volume 2. I wanted to have an Eerie and a Creepy as well. And again, we get stuff here from Archie Goodwin, Frank Frazetta, Alex Toth, Reed Crandall, John Severin. Special interest in Godwin and Crandall's superb adaptations of a couple of my favorite stories. The Cask of Amontillado, The Body Snatcher by Edgar Allan Poe. Both of these are in here. This collects issues 6 through 10 of Creepy magazine. And how does Creepy compare to Eerie? Well, obviously there's definitely it's very similar. Roy Thomas does the I wish I could have grabbed all these actually. Look at this beautiful, beautiful cover. And look at these ads. You look 8mm films, right? Bela Lugosi as Dracula. 8mm film, 160 feet long. Probably like 10 minutes a film. The Coffin of Dracula, bonus feature-length chiller. Got some Al Williamson stuff in here, which is going to be absolutely stunning. Jay Tacey did some really good stuff, and he never gets talked about. Like this is a piece of Jay Tacey art right here. Let's look at this. It's just an absolutely stunning, evocative piece of artwork. And I don't know if I've ever heard anybody talk about the artist, and which is a shame. Actually, I'm going to go back and look into what happened to him. Yeah, there's some good Frazetta art here, some classic work right here. Adam Link's Revengeance. The mechanical marvel pulls himself together for the battle of the century. So, of course. And as always, Uncle Creepy, those letters pages are in every single one of these here. And last but not least is issue number 10. The Monster Races. We end off with some, I think, like Thing of Darkness. Just some really, really cool stuff here. Where did they get, which issue had? I'm kind of curious now to find out which one did the Cask of Amontillado and The Body Snatchers is in issue 7, so I'm going to guess issue 6 probably has Cask of Amontillado. So I want to see the artwork on that. Guys, look at this. All right. Two brand new books to add to the collection, a Creepy and an Eerie, to go along with some incredible films. I did pick one other thing up. It wasn't unboxing day, but I thought I'd kind of show this one anyway for people that actually stayed around. Um, was I picked up this William Castle Western collection, The Fastest Guns of the West. It has 8 films on it. Klondike Kate, Conquest of Conchise, Masterson of Kansas, Jesse James versus the Daltons, which is a 3D film, Battle of Rouge River, The Gun That Won the West, Duel of the Mississippi, and Uranium Boom. So, yeah, couldn't pass up on that. It's just a 2-disc set from that Mill Creek put out earlier that I went and bought. So, like, for those that ask, yes, I actually, I don't just review Mill Creek stuff. I actually go out and I buy Mill Creek stuff too. I think that's all of it. That's everything that I picked up today for Boxing Day. I want to thank you so much for joining me here today, and especially I know on a kind of short notice. If you follow me over from like Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, then thank you so much. It's good to see you back again, Craig, by the way. William, let me know how your nephews enjoy the Xbox, and now if you got a 4K TV, watching 4K films as well. And everybody that came in today, Maddie, everybody, I want to thank you so much for coming in. Alan, William, Twisted Cinema, who's gone by now because he had to crash. My name is Aaron. Soon I will be traveling from here to, hopefully to Cornbrook to see my dad as well. What does that mean for this channel? That means we are going to be looking at, and we're going to be going through all the days of the Vinegar Syndrome sale. So we'll be looking at that. We'll be looking at other stuff that's coming out. I have more report cards to put up. They're not all up yet. They're not all even done yet. But there's lots more report cards to come up. We also have in the new year, we'll be doing the partner label ranking and a whole bunch of other stuff. I just got to get a time when Malcolm Muir actually wake at the same time. Thank you so much. And everybody out there, Craig, William, Twisted, Alan, everybody, thanks for joining me tonight in the College Cinema. Hope to see you guys back here soon. And in the new year, we start with the Vinegar Syndrome stuff and a whole bunch of other stuff, including me going to my dad's. We're going to be looking at his 4K collection, his massive 3D collection, and some of the incredibly out of print things that he has. As I talk to my dad on here about cinema, hammer collecting, and so much more. See you next time, right here in the College Cinema.